What's up now? This me Weird. I'm here with another video. This video right here is the reason why that I'm shooting these videos like this. For recovery related issues. The reason why I'm shooting these videos is somewhere down the line in the future, somebody is gonna be looking on the internet and probably through YouTube archives and try to find a solution to their problem, because you never know. You never know what people be going through in the future. You never know what people going through right now. What I want to do is just do my part. Do my part to help, because I have acquired some things, being clean. I learned how to stay stopped. I learned how to stay sober. And it's a lot of people, man, that in the future, they're going to need something or some type of something to help them. At least give them an idea on what they might need to do. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm doing. I'm just sharing my experience on how I deal with life on life terms while I'm clean, and learn how to stay stopped. I know it's hard. It's hard to stop drinking alcohol. It's hard to stop doing drugs, especially if you've been doing them for a very long time. I mean, it's something that, that I feel that somebody is gonna need it. Even if only one person gets something out of these videos that I'm doing, that one person can turn around and help thousands. And I might be the one who can kind of like spark that person into doing the right thing for the right reason. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm shooting these type of videos. Because I don't want to wish. I don't want nobody to have to suffer under active addiction or under alcoholism. Because I know it's hard to stop. And I know alcoholism and drug addiction can actually do. I've been through it, For one thing I know, it won't let you live life on life terms. Meaning you won't be able to function as a normal person. Doing normal things like being with your family. You understand? Being able to go to work. Or being able to be productive. Productive to be able to help other people. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other grow. Even if it's, even if it's just, just to help a person to get through one little small increment in life. Something they might be struggling with. We are here to help each other. And once we help each other, that love will link everybody together. And that's how it works. The reason why I don't really get deep into religion, because I'm not trying to preach religion. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a what do you call it? A Muslim. I'm not knocking none of those. I'm not in the Buddhas or none of that. I believe in God, all right? I believe that there is a higher power. And that's what deep down inside, that's what I know. It's gotta be. Because when I was in the midst of my active addiction, I used to ask God all the time, please, God, help me stop. I need to know how to stop. I want to stay stopped. And that's what I wanted to do. And somewhere down the line, God answered my prayers, and things happened after that. So I could find a way to stop and stay stopped. And that was the best thing ever. So now that I got that part of my life done, you know what I mean? So now I'm dealing with, everyday life. And it's not easy dealing with everyday life on life, just dealing with it on a daily basis. without drinking or doing drugs, without having to say, okay, I need to stop. I need to take me a relaxed session. I'm finna go drink, or I'm finna go do me some dope or whatever. I don't do that. I haven't found it necessary. I haven't found it necessary since March 7, 2007 for me to put anything else in my system that could cause me to step outside myself and do things that I would never do when I'm not under the influence. Right now, across the United States, there are a lot of people that are caught up in active addiction, that are caught up in alcoholism. And some of those people, there's a percentage of those people who want to stop, but they just don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stay stopped. They can stop for like a moment, a month, 2 months, but they don't know how to stay stopped. I mean, it's something, that God gave us within us to be able to change something and be able to recognize, on a deep level, you can figure this out. There's a formula for you. There's a formula for me. Everybody got a formula to be able to change. But you just got to figure out what's going to work for you. And you got to figure out also when something clicks up here and say, whoa, wait a minute. You got to figure out how you going to put one foot in front of the other and keep doing it no matter what. And I'm just talking about alcoholism and drug addiction. There's other type of things that people got to work on, but I haven't experienced that, like, weight issues and people that's overweight. I haven't experienced that, so I can't talk about that. The only thing I can talk about is the things that I've been through, and like right now, I'm able to shoot these videos because I have experienced a whole lot from A to Z. And right now, I'm not doing any type of drugs or drinking alcohol or anything. I don't do anything. And for me not to do anything is a blessing. So I figure if I'm like that and I figured out how to stay stopped, maybe I can say something in one of my videos to spark maybe one person, maybe two people to actually say, yo, I need to do the same thing too. You know what I mean? Because I remember, I can go back when I was in active addiction. I can go back to the days I was out there, the people that I was using with, in the midst of us using, getting high and stuff and drinking. I would say to myself, and I would tell them, I would say, man, we need to stop doing this because this is not right. And I would say with people, some of those people, there's a percentage of those people that would sit back and say, yeah, you know what? I need to get myself together too. I'm getting tired of this life. I done seen people actually sitting on the corner, bawling in tears because they wanted to stop, but they just didn't know how. And I'm going to tell you this, some of those people that I was out there with are living life on life terms right now today. They are living clean. They got multiple years clean. They living on a day-to-day basis without the use of doing any type of mood, mind-altering substances, drugs, alcohol. They living, some of them, they're living sober. They got multiple years. Some of them been clean for 10. Some of them been clean for 15 years like me. Some of them been clean for 5 years. And it's amazing, right? The amazing part about it is to be able to see another person get their life together. They might not have all the bells and whistles of life, the riches. But one thing I know, that they're not using no drugs, because I can tell. I can tell in their conversations when we talk. I can tell how they living, because I see them. They got that glow. You know, the face glow. They clean. They wearing nice clothes. They not dirty. They got a couple of dollars in their pocket. You know what I mean? They living a good life. They living good. And then some of them are dealing with other issues outside of how they used to live. But check this out. They clean too. And they just dealing with it. They hammering life away like, I'm doing this. They doing stuff with their families, their grandchildren, their children, their significant others. I mean, they living it, man. But for me, when I see other people still out there, and I know some right now. From time to time, I'll run into them and I'll see them. I say, yo, it's your turn. It's your turn to shine. When you gonna go in and do it? All you got to do is just go on in and just do what you gotta do. Cause some is at the extreme where they need to go inpatient. And some people is at the extreme where they only need to just start going to meetings. I think this is me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Depending on the person, depending on the situation, some people need to go in inpatient because they wreck their life so bad that they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So they need to go into a structural environment so they can relearn and reprogram their thinking so they can actually start living life on life terms. And then they can go out and get jobs. And then they can be productive members of society. And then somewhere down the line, they can start giving back. Like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give back through the videos. That's the only way I know how. I mean, yeah, I could show up at a meeting and share my story or, you know, do that. I could do that or go to these drug treatment centers and do it. But I choose to do it this way because of my schedule. I am a very busy man. I mean, God blessed me with busyness to be productive, you understand? To be able to live a better life than I lived before. So, this is the reason why that you see, I know I'm jumping around, but I know some people are not going to get clean, and that's just the bottom line. You can't, or some people is not going to stop drinking or doing drugs, because that's just it. But there are going to be a percentage of people that are going to totally stop everything like I did. I don't even smoke cigarettes no more. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I don't do nothing. So, what are you gonna do? How you gonna help somebody else? I'm talking to you that's watching this video. I ain't talking about me, because I'm trying to do what I can right now. But I'm talking to you. What can you do to actually give back? You know? Especially if you've been clean or sober for multiple years. You know what I mean? It's time for you to start throwing back into the pot. You know, start helping some of these young people that's getting strung out on some of these hard drugs, man. They doing more than smoking marijuana now. They doing a lot of other stuff that's way above my group of people was doing when we were out using. So you got a group of people that need you. They need to hear something to keep them motivated so they can continue. You know. That's why, you know, like when I be talking, I don't talk about drinking and doing drugs, you know what I mean? I talk about the here and now and the problems that come up in the here and now, because drinking and doing drugs is a thing of my past. I don't have a drug problem. I don't have an alcoholic problem because I don't do it. You understand? But one thing I do is work on myself on a daily basis. and recognize what I need to do in order to stay on the path of what I'm doing right now, being a productive member of society. You know, and then you got a group of people that's in and out of penitentiary. And those group of people, if they were to say, look, if those group of people were to stop and stay stopped, they'll never see penitentiary again. They'll never see penitentiary again because be doing things to break the law. I'm gonna tell you, it's a big percentage of people that's incarcerated right now in prisons all over the world. It's drug related or alcohol related. I'm not saying for them that's okay, they got caught with some drugs or they got caught selling drugs. They might have been trying to go get some drugs and got caught stealing. You know what I mean? Or just went in a drug rage and did some heinous stuff. And they never can be free now because they were under the influence. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's a big percentage of people that's incarcerated right now because of that. But being educated right now and being educated enough to know how to stay stopped and stay away from it, that's gold if you could ever figure that part out. Because it's more than just staying stopped. It's a lot of other little increment things that you got to deal with in order to stay stopped. Because for real, I'm going to tell you right now that I don't do drugs and alcohol. There's a lot of people that know that. They know I don't drink. They know that they don't even offer me no drink. If a person offer me drink and they don't know, I respect them on that. But if a person offer me drink and they know I don't drink, I probably will get a little upset. Because I'm not playing with this. This is serious. But you gotta just come on with it. If you know right now, if you know definitely that drugs and alcohol played a big role in your part and not being able to live life on life terms, you need to do something else different, man. And I'm talking to the women too, because I know some women out here I know some women out here right now that need to get their life together. And if they can get their life together, I'm gonna tell you this, they will be able to help a whole lot of people. They will be a blessing to a lot of people, because they got a hell of a story to tell. I know some right now, I know some females right now that if they were to stop and stay stopped, the things that they've been through in life, and if they can figure out how to figure that formula out for themselves and learn how to stay stopped, man, they can help a lot of people. They can help a lot of people get off and stay stopped. Because I'm gonna tell you, this thing, the disease of addiction, don't discriminate. It don't care what color you is. And I ain't talking about it like it's an outside influence. It's disease thinking. You understand? Thinking that you could do one more and just keep doing it and keep tricking people and keep living a bad life. You know what I mean? Yeah, but for real, I know a lot of people right now. I got 5 people right on my mind right now. I'm not gonna say their names because it's not for me to do that. But I know 5 people right now that if they were to get their life together and learn how to stay stopped, and they were to push forward to try to help other people, they'll help thousands. It'd be ridiculous, the amount of people that they can help. And you know what? And the ones that are out there and don't know how, those are the ones to the key. Those are the ones that are, I could almost say they're the key to a lot of people being released from the grips of active addiction. Because once they do it, the other people that they were involved with, they'll be like, hold up, wait a minute. You've been clean for how long now? And then they'll step back and look, And they'll see how you shining. And that's what gets them. They be like, wait a minute, you do not look the same, but I remember your face. You got a shine and glow about you that only God can give you. What happened and how did you do it? And they'll step back and say, oh, I'm proud of you. And that's how it works. It's not actually the footwork. It's actually when people see you living life on life terms, and they'll step back and say, I remember when that such and such person was out there, and they're not out there like that no more. Look at them, they looking good. And you might bring, and look, I done ran into some people myself. It kind of like brought tears of joy to my eyes, man. When I seen them, I shed a couple of tears. I wasn't shedding tears because I was sad. I was shedding tears because I was happy for them. Because I knew how they was living out there. I was so happy for them. But this is why I'm doing it. You know? This is why I'm doing it. You gotta think about it. If you got multiple years clean or multiple years sober, and you haven't reached out to people, and you haven't actually, cause see, people will walk up to you. I mean, this is how weird God does, right? God, I could be somewhere, anywhere, USA, and it's somebody that lived the life that I used to live, but come up to me and ask me for some money and be smelling like Fairfax beer. Maybe you can smell it on them, the beer, you can smell the drugs coming out their skin. You can even look at them and tell that they need to get some help. But when those people walk up and they do ask me for money, and I can tell they've been where I was at, I give them a good message. I try to give them something. I don't try to talk to them until they, try to change them their minds right now. But subconsciously, I hope my words is penetrating the soul to their subconscious. So when the nuclear blast happen, or whatever happened in their life, they jerk that little thing inside, they click that switch. They say, wait a minute, you fucking up. They click that, that switch that you got, the switch that God gave you. It's more like a conscious switch. That's why aftermath conscious is important. That switch, man, I'm telling you. Just reach out and try to do what you gotta do. Just do your part. That's all I do when I see him. Just give him a good word. I make them, be aware, yo, I am serious. I be like, look, I'm gonna give you this couple of dollars, but I know what's going on with you. You need to get you some help. You need to go in somewhere and sit down and change your life. Let those people help you so you can help yourself. And subconsciously, it sink down into their soul, the deep part of their soul. And that's how I think. It's somewhere down the line, they say, I remember that guy talked to me and told me what I needed to hear at that time, but I couldn't hear it because I was caught up in the grips. So, this is me, Will. I'm gonna get with y'all in the next video. I want you to like, subscribe, and share. And to everybody out there, y'all be blessed. And remember, God is good.